Hey guys, today we're going to talk about a topic that scares a lot of people. Failing is a word that's so interesting to me. I actually, at the time of recording this, I had done all of these mindset trainings in the Overachievers portal. So that's our Design Suite members who are past 1 year who want to stay into the program. They go to a month-to-month program, and that has its own classes and goodies and stuff. So we put that in their own portal that they can check out and see. So it's so funny because I was talking about how failure is such a construct of the mind, and some of the things that I think I've probably in my mind failed on are things that has ended up being to my benefit, which is so interesting, don't you think? That the things that feel scary, that we probably didn't win the way we thought we were going to win in, they end up being things that end up benefiting us in our businesses. So I just thought today I could talk about why I'm okay with failing and why you should be okay with failing too. And in the midst of doing this, I just want to tell you that there are things that are in my business that I am brand new at. I'm brand new at being the CEO of my own business, right? Like, even though for years as a designer, I was the CEO, I really still identified as being a designer. And it's so interesting because now that I have Design Suite, I find myself being the CEO and being over a team of people. And I promise you, constantly failing in that because I was trained to be a designer, not a CEO or a leader. And so trying to figure out that and navigate that has been difficult and hard, especially because I'm dealing with personalities and people and trying to make sure things work. And here's the thing. We aren't going to be perfect at these things. We are not. And even though it's hard, and I promise you it is, you will also get through it. So let's talk about failing as a designer, because that is the thing that many of you are so scared about and so worried about. And the thing that I think keeps you from moving forward, from going after your big dreams of becoming a designer. I think you are scared of failing. And failure can look like so many things, okay? Maybe it's you don't have the time to put into it, and that feels like a big fail to you. Maybe you don't make the money. Maybe you don't get the contract you want. Those are all things like you've decided are failures on your part, okay? But here is the thing that is so interesting to me. So over the years, I've had lots of fails. Things that didn't make money the way I thought. Products that I thought would be so awesome. Like, I remember I created, I went to Michael's and I got these little wooden blocks and we started building houses on them. And they were like printables. And they were really cool. And we didn't sell very many of them. And it was a total fail. And could it have done well? Maybe we needed to market it more. Maybe we needed to, whatever, okay? Same with, we had a product at Mini Loom that was difficult to ship. I didn't think about the shipping first. I built the product first, which is always bad. And it shipped poorly. And so it would get squished, or we would have to make extras or send extras to make sure that there was going to be enough. I mean, it was a total, in a lot of ways, fail, right? But here's the crazy thing. The more I failed at something, it was like the better I did at everything else. Why? Because the more fails you have, the more wins you have, okay? And this is all, once again, failure is a construct of the mind, because you can be failing at something, and for someone else, that would be winning. Okay, so whatever your failures are, they're partially in your head, right? But for you, this is the thing that's so interesting to me. The more I didn't do things the way I wanted them to do or go, the more I won. And I think this is the way life is, you guys. There's just like this crazy dichotomy where it's like, if we try more things, we are going to fail more. But we're also going to win more because we try more things. Does that make sense? I know it sounds a little bit crazy and weird, but let me give you an example. I think I gave this example maybe even last year when I was talking about goals in January. So I had heard this example and I thought it was brilliant about like making New Year's goals. Okay. So like if you're the person, so they said that one person made 3 New Year's goals and then they accomplished all 3. Okay, so they did all 3 of them, and throughout the year they finished them up and they accomplished their 3 goals. Versus, how about the person who makes 50 goals, okay, and they accomplish 10% of their goals, okay? So they didn't get all 3, but they only accomplished 10% of them, okay? Well, 10% of 50 goals is 10 things. So who is doing the better job? The person who failed 90% of the time, or the person who failed 0? And if you just heard those percentages or numbers, you'd be like, well, the person who failed 0, right? But the person who failed 0 only made 3 goals. And we're going to pretend these goals are all equal in size and doability, right? Whereas the person who made 50 goals got 10 things done on their list. 10 things? 5 things. Okay, 5 things. Oh my gosh, math, you guys. 10% is 5. They got 5 things done. So who won? The person who failed at 45 things but won at 5, or the person who just made 3 goals and got 3 things done? So that, I mean, it's all about perspective, you guys, because here's the thing. I would rather be, and this is just me, maybe you're the person who's like, I just want the 3 goals and that's it and I feel good. Let's up the ante. Let's say they get 20% of their stuff done, which is more likely, right? 20% of the things done, they get 10 out of the 50 things done. I would rather be the person who really dreamed big and came up with 50 things that I really wanted to do this year and that I really wanted to accomplish, and only get 10 out of those 50 things done than be the person who came up with 3 things and only got 3 things done. I want to be the person who dreamed really big and did everything I could, and I would rather fail more, which is what's going to happen, right? Like 40 times fail, 10 win. Like, it's still a better thing. And this is like the Thomas Edison thing. Like, he says he didn't fail, 10,000 times or 100 times or however long it took him to come up with the light bulb piece that would keep burning. He says he knew exactly 10,000 ways, or however many it was, that he wouldn't work. And that's the thing, like, it's like the more you fail, the more you can win, because you know what doesn't work, and then you stop doing those things. The things that don't work, you stop doing them. Instead, you spend more of your time doing the things that will make you win. And you just know more because of experience. You know more because you tried the 50 things versus the person who tried only 3 things. And so you're pushing further and faster because you know exactly what you shouldn't do. So I will tell you, in building some of my businesses, I will tell you there were so many fails. And in fact, this last year, I will say that I've probably had more fails than I probably have had, oh my gosh, my entire design career. And it's because I took a lot more risks. And they weren't crazy risks, but they were risks that I was like, maybe we can do this, or maybe we can fix this, or maybe we can do this. And they didn't work, or they were a bad use of time, or they were a bad use of money, right? But I'm here to tell you that I make mistakes so that you can feel great about making mistakes too. It's okay. We can fail, and it's okay to fail. Instead, we just need to use those failures to our advantage so we know what not to do, and we will move forward quickly. That's it, you guys. So good. All right. If you are on the YouTube channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. We're here 3 times a week. And if you are on the YouTube channel, please subscribe there. We are there much more than 3 times a week. Usually about 5 videos a week, depending on what we're putting up. Well, and I always say 5 videos, 5 regular size videos. We put up shorts as well. So there's a lot of video happening on YouTube, and crafting going on, and ink club, and design and sublimation, just showing you all the good things, unboxings. It's just really fun. So you can find that at carinagardner.com/ no, that's not true. You can find that at youtube.com/Carina Gardner. All right, see you guys.
Hey, did you know that you can visit me at makeanddesign.com to learn more about this podcast and join my VIP group for weekly freebies? I can't wait to see you there.